Bitcoin is making lower bottoms and lower highs. It's on a downtrend. It's an undisputed bear market with cryptocurrencies. Common people and laymen are basically planning to cash out of cryptocurrencies. They want to save all that they can. There is a consensus which is building up that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are basically going to bottom out to zero. In this video, I will discuss my opinions and my reasoning why I think that big companies and the big players are basically silently building a huge infrastructure for a massive influx of investments. Stay tuned, guys. This is going to be a huge eye opener for everyone. I'm Puneet Rastogi, the founder of CryptoCrunch, a place where crypto investors go to for more knowledge and higher profits. Before I can start with my examples and my explanation regarding this topic, I would really request you guys to please subscribe to my channel. If you think this video added any kind of value to your thought process, please do give it a thumbs up. Now, I have been getting a lot of complaints and way too many queries and concerns regarding cryptocurrencies. My friends, several of my family members, my cousins, even my followers who follow me on either on my blog, my Twitter handle, my Facebook page, or this channel itself, they have been questioning me about where can the bottom of Bitcoin be? Is Bitcoin basically doomed, and will it end up being zero? My answer to them is definitely not. I see massive and a huge potential to it. People are planning to cash out and sell with whatever money they can make. If someone has invested early with, let's say, $1,000 Bitcoin or $2,000 Bitcoin, they are still in profit and they are planning to cash out as well. But guys, in this video, what I'm trying to tell you is always follow the big money. Always follow the money trail and try and connect the dots. You are not going to get a mail from JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley saying that, guys, we are spending $100 billion in Bitcoin next month. You are not that influential. There's no other way apart from connecting the dots. There is not going to be a consensus announcement by the government of India or government of United States or government of China stating that, okay, we will be starting mining rigs of our own. What we need to do is see what's happening at the background, see where the big money is flowing, and try and connect the dots, guys. So please, if you can bear these losses, if you can bear the volatility, please hold on to your Bitcoins, please hold on to your cryptocurrencies. The future of cryptocurrencies is very bright. But as I said in one of my videos, and I'm connecting that video, I'm giving you the link on the top. If you think that this volatility is taking a toll on your health, if you think that you're not getting the peace of mind because of this fluctuation in Bitcoin or this drop or this bear market, I would suggest that this is not a apt investment for you and you should cash out. Please have a look at that video, guys. This video is basically on whether you should or you can invest in Bitcoin or not. Or when I say Bitcoin, any cryptocurrencies for that matter. Right, guys. So let's get on with it. Let's see some important news that I personally think are muted to a great extent, but are very, very influential and significant. So guys, when most of the market was panicking and the prices were dropping like hell, just because Twitter, Facebook, and Google were planning to ban ICO related and cryptocurrency related ads, what the market missed or basically overlooked were a bunch of positive news. They have great impacts and they should have had huge impacts on the prices as well. But they have great impact on the future of cryptocurrencies and the acceptance and adoption of cryptocurrencies. So let's discuss some of those. Right, guys? So in United States of America, just last week, and all these news are basically last week's news, CBOE, which is basically Chicago Board of Options and Exchange, has recommended to SEC, the premier US Securities and Exchange Commission, which is basically responsible for integrity of all the US exchanges. CBOE has recommended to SEC that the time is apt to start considering Bitcoin as a commodity and establish an ETF for it. Guys, this is a huge news. If you're not understanding the weightage or the value, you need to understand that once an ETF starts, the money can legally and officially, without any kind of problem or taxation issue, flow into Bitcoin. This is not only the retail money. People who invest in bonds and ETFs gold ETFs, they can start investing in Bitcoins. But it's not only their money. Institutional money will also start flowing into Bitcoin. And this news can be huge. It's really good to see that CBOE is basically supporting Bitcoin, it's pro Bitcoin, and it's now trying to influence SEC. Right, guys? So this was the news of United States. Going on to the Japanese news. Yahoo Japan is basically going to launch a crypto exchange in 2019. Right? They will be acquiring an exchange in Tokyo called BitARG. Okay, guys. Moving on to Canada. Again, similar news. The subsidiary of a Canadian stock exchange operated to open crypto brokerage services. Right, guys? So now moving on, another huge news. We all knew when JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon basically criticized Bitcoin. It also said that Bitcoin is a fraud. But what happened the days after it? The Bitcoin crashed. The value basically eroded by almost 50%. And JP Morgan themselves recommended Bitcoin to their investors, and they themselves purchased 90 Bitcoin, guys. These things can be tracked. It's a blockchain technology we are talking about. So please do not go by the face value of any news. Please do not go by the news that the conventional media tries to sell you. Understand what is happening at the backdrop. Now we all know that one of the most prominent US-based crypto exchange, which is Poloniex, has been purchased by Circle. But do you know who backs Circle? Whose money is Circle Corporation holding? Right? It is nothing but Goldman Sachs company. What is Goldman Sachs? Now, Goldman Sachs is by far one of the most influential bank in the world. Fed, which is the Federal Reserve, which is primarily responsible for all US-based monetary policies, is basically also influenced massively by Goldman Sachs. Majority of the chairpersons of Fed have been the ex-CEO of or board of directors of Goldman Sachs. So understand the implications of these things, guys. It is actually one of the most influential bank of the world, which is trying to put its hands into cryptocurrencies. It has acquired Poloniex, which is a crypto exchange, and now they plan to expand it into Asia as well. Right, guys? Now moving on to another South Korean news. While we were discussing about the 400 million buyout of Poloniex by Circle, what we missed was the biggest Korean exchange, which is Bitstamp, is also going to be acquired by a Korean investor for $400 million. This is huge money, guys. Thai finance minister has also released the final version of cryptocurrency tax framework. Understand one thing, guys. What is happening? What is a general pattern that you're seeing? You're seeing the same things happening in US, United States. You're seeing the same thing happening in Canada, in Japan, in South Korea, in sub-Asian continents, in India, in Australia, in African continent, in European continent, Russia. What is happening and why is all this happening? Try and understand that, guys. The main purpose of all these things are having a framework created, having a legal tax framework, having an investment framework, companies or exchanges which are good, reliable and regulated so that the major influx of money can start. This is what is happening. So guys, when common people and weak hands in the market are considering selling their cryptocurrencies, these big companies, big organizations, big banks, these are basically world dominating players, are entering into cryptocurrencies, working in the background, moving in the shadows and creating a massive infrastructure build-up. This infrastructure will be used when the money starts flowing in. They will be the one which will be benefiting the most. It is going to be a huge transformation of wealth. Wealth will flow from one kind of people or one kind of wealthy people to other people. These people are trying to be the pioneers of this wealth movement. So I always keep on saying, guys, knowledge is power and always follow the money trail. Try and understand what people are doing in the backdrop. Do not follow the face value of any news. The news are bound to scare you off away from cryptocurrency because even they knew that's a massive gold laying hen. If you can sustain these losses, build on these losses, average your cost, if you can purchase at these levels. I don't think so we will ever see these levels of Bitcoin again in our life. I'm not trying to give you an investment advice, but please try and understand what is happening in the backdrop. The future of cryptocurrency is bright. Try to be updated with all the latest news regarding these things. This channel is a great place where you can find all these news with proofs. I just do not give abrupt news without proving it to you where and telling you where my sources are. Right, guys? So please subscribe to my channel. And if you think this video helped ease your mind and helped you decide for yourself what is the future of cryptocurrencies, please give it a thumbs up. Have a great day, guys, wherever you are. Have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening. See you guys. I'll see you soon.